Hi guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. And we are going to carve a couple of little wood spirits. I had this little piece of cottonwood bark, and I figured, well, we could carve a couple wood spirits in there maybe. I don't know. This one here got a pretty big chunk here, but I think we could be able to get maybe get a face out of that. Anyway, we'll give it a try. Alright, so we're using a Dremel 4000 with a flex cable, and we're using the kutzall extreme burr. Kutzall extreme burr. And we'll probably be using our micro motor and our OCC 2 3/8 inch carving knife, and probably all these burrs here too, some of them. Okay, so that's the plan. Let's see what happens with the plan. We'll probably be using our razor tip wood burner, and we may be using our old wood burner because it gets a lot hotter. It's just some Chinese thing that I bought off eBay or Amazon. I think I paid like 50 bucks for it. So I think that's where we're going, what direction we're heading in here. So we got our pencil, we got some cottonwood bark, we got a couple pieces of pine here that Pete Blair sent us from up there in Ladner, Canada. You think he's Jordy Johnson's next door neighbor. Yeah, we got about 1/4 of a cup of coffee. We probably won't be using it, but I'll show it to you anyway. The SCM High Speed Air Tool, 400,000 RPMs. Runs on air, 35 PSI max. Alright? So, we're going to have to kick on the vacuum, or dust collector system, and we're going to have to clean this cottonwood bark up. Alright, we have our Dremel 4000 with the flex cable on it, and we are just cleaning this wood up. We're using the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr, and we're just trying to get all the rough stuff off of it. We'll get it shaped up. We're working on getting this would be the bottom, so we're going to get the round part of the beard down there shaped up a little bit. Get all this rough stuff off from here, and then we're going to move on to the face. Look at all that checking. We could lose the top half of this beard at any second. Any second it could fly off. Right, Ben? Yes, I see it, Ben. But I think it'd take way too much glue to glue all that shaly stuff together. I think we're going to end up removing most of it. Oh, there goes a chunk off the nose. We're going to end up removing a lot of that anyway as we cut into this, get the beard cut down. Okay, I'm cutting the nose in. I'm kind of making it a little bit longer and a whole lot wider than I want it to be. But I want some room to, I want some room in there for when I put my eyes and my hat and all that stuff in there. I always leave my nose big on my guys because I know later on it's going to get whittled right down to nothing. So if you want skinny noses, start off small. If you want to get your nose about normal size, which none of mine ever are, because I always give them a big honker for some reason. You can cut it out a little bit big and then bring it down. It's always a good idea to have a little more there than what you need, because you can always carve. What can we carve, Jordy? Carve deeper. Yes, we can always carve deeper. But when you got a thin piece of wood like this, carving deeper may not be an option. You may end up carving right through it. But even if you carve through it, hey, it was good practice, right? It's not like we're selling this guy for $1 million or anything. He'll probably end up on somebody's Christmas tree. I don't know whose Christmas tree, but somebody's. Probably my mom's Christmas tree, actually. That's where all the unwanted toys go. You know, that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer deal. The Island of Misfit Toys. Yeah. The way this guy turns out, I really don't care for him. So he'll probably end up at Mom's on her Christmas tree when she isn't looking. I'll hang him on the Christmas tree, because that's like the Island of Misfit Carvings goes on her Christmas tree. Hey, there's the shop inspector. About time you woke up. It's the laziest shop inspector I've ever seen. All she wants to do is sleep on the chair. Yep. So, anyway, we're carving this guy out here. That little lump on the side of his head, I originally was going to be an ear, but then I said, we'll just make it hair. We'll get them all carved out. We're running at about 3 times the speed. Otherwise, this video would be probably an hour long. And nobody wants to listen to me for an hour. I mean, I think we're at 18, 19 minutes, something like that. I think after 19 minutes, you guys will be bored enough. Got the hiccups. Yeah. Got Evil Rick over there, and Kevin at Sticks and Stones. I think Kevin's been hiding. I haven't seen him in a while. Haven't talked to him. I think he's doing the family thing, old Kevin. And Bap. I can carve Bap. Talked to him the other day. Sounds like he's having fun with all of his kutzall tools, and he got himself a electric chainsaw. I think it's a Titan electric chainsaw. He's cutting stuff up with that, and Cleve's over there making candy canes. Cleve's backyard woodworking. He's up there in Canada. Okay, we switch back over to the Kutzall Extreme. We were using the micro motor with a small carbide aluminum
so
burr.
This is what he's looking like so far.
And this is what he's going to look like here.
Just a little guy to hang on a Christmas tree or something.
See, not too thrilled.
We're not going to paint
eyeballs.
them. We'll probably just clear them.
During editing, we
got some cleanup to do, a little sanding.
We lost part of our wood carving.
Get some of the knife marks out of them.
After a bazillion hours of editing and filming and all that good stuff, you push the wrong key and boop, it's gone.
Yep, it's that Santa Claus time of year,
isn't it, guys? OCC 1 3/8 inch knife, just as Ben over there at Studio on the Lake would say, we're noodling around with it.
So, I think
we're just noodling it.
All we got to do now is put some beard hairs in on them.
Schmegma. Okay, so we're going to cut the beard hairs in.
Done.
And what we're going to use to cut them in with is I have some Flex Cut micro gouges. Man, these gouges are really tiny. See them? And then we got an OCC V tool. And we'll take the bigger OCC V tool to cut the main beard hairs in. And then we'll come back with one of the micro V tools to put some deeper, finer lines in. I mean, you can really get carried away putting beard hairs in. You can put in just a couple lines to give it the illusion of a beard, or you can do. I usually go crazy with the detail. That's just what I do. Kind of ridiculous that way. And we'll get in there and we'll cut all that with the bigger V tool in. There, I zoomed in a little bit for you so you can see it. See how I choke up on my V tools or any of my gouges. I kind of use them more like a knife, so I got better control over them. And here I'm showing you that you don't need a V tool. You can do it with a knife. I just prefer the V tool. So here we go, back to the V tool. If you're going to make an investment and you decided that you like your wood carving and you've got yourself some good flex cut knives, buy some flex cut V tools. You know, V tool will make your life go a lot faster, especially if you're carving by hand. V tool is awesome. I mean, that'd be my suggestion after getting your knives. And even if you're a power carver, V tools are great for cleaning up, getting down into spots where the rotary burr may leave like a radius in there. You can get in there with that V tool. If you got a good sharp V tool, it'll cut right through that. The OCC one, I love the OCC V tool and the OCC knives. I mean, that's why I use them. I do have some flex cut knives, and when I first started carving, they were great. And if I'm going to do something crazy where I think could possibly break the tip off one of my knives, I always go back to the flex cut knives. The main reason being it's a little bit thicker blade. Okay, then the OCC is more of a finer blade for higher detail. As far as edge retention, I would say they're both really good. It's just I used flex cut for a long time, and then I decided, well, you like this, you like doing it, go ahead and get yourself. See what the better knives are all about. You know, the little more expensive knives. And believe me, the OCC knives are not that much more expensive than the flex cut. I think it's like maybe $5 a knife, $5 or $6 a knife. But in my opinion, the OCC is a superior blade for cutting, mainly because the way the edge is, the way the blade is designed. It has a flat grind on it. Now you can when you order your OCC knives, you can get them with different grinds. So that's something to pay attention to. I like using the flat grind. Doug Linker was talking about it in one of his videos. But he has those nice Helvey knives too. I would love to get a Helvey knife. But like $50 a knife. But getting one is the hard part. They're always out of stock whenever I look, especially this time of year. Okay, we've gone to our ruby burr to start smoothing things out. We've got to cut some hair into his eyebrow, and I don't like using the V tool for that because, like I said, you know, this piece of cottonwood bark is pretty scaly. And I found cottonwood bark and V tools are okay if you're doing a beard or a mustache. But when you get up into eyebrows where you've got it thinned out, it's real easy to snap it off. Snap a whole eyebrow right off. We did that with Bigfoot when we were making our Bigfoot guy, which Bigfoot's gone. Bigfoot has left the Just Carve Rob shop. So we got to carve another Bigfoot. And we need to get some new ruby burrs. I bought this ruby burr almost exactly a year ago today. I like the ruby burr because you can see, look at the shape of this, okay? It's like an elongated flame compared to a diamond burr, which is a flame, but it's a little more fat and stubby. Kind of like just CARVEROB. It's a little more fat and stubby. This guy is like only 1.5 inches wide, and he's about 3.5 inches tall. So he's pretty small. Sorry about that. I must have got out of. I know. I got my camera zoomed in, and Jordy's always yelling at me, Rob, why are you zooming your camera in? Don't zoom your camera in. Do your zooming and editing, which I was playing around with on this video with the cropping on my editing program. But old habits die hard, right? So what are we going to do now? Okay, we got another ruby burr. The other ruby burr is about wore out. I mean, because I wear the tips of these things out all the time. And the cheap Chinese diamonds don't hold up. But any burr that can put up with me for a year is a good burr. I can tell you that.
Okay, guys, there he is, all done. We got the fur on his hat. His little pom-pom ball thing. We went over him with some Scotch-Brite just to take all the sharp edges off. And that's it for him. He's done. We're just going to put some Mod Podge on him to seal him and call him done. Yes, Jordy. Yes, Jordy. I signed him, Jordy. Not that anybody cares or would ever want him. But you can see, we started out with a piece of cottonwood bark about this thick. And you can see what we wound up with. Right? He's pretty thin. But I'm not afraid he's going to break or anything. So, that's it for this one, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Share, subscribe, like. Be awesome. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 Jordy. I'm bringing you coal. Ha, 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 ha. All right. Yeah, we drilled snot holes in them, too. Yep, right there. Okay, so this Santa Claus is done. Mod Podge him, put him away. Oh, we got to put a hanger in his head. I usually use a paper clip. I'll take a tiny drill bit and drill a hole in the top of his head, and then CA glue a paper clip in there and call it good. Just take paper clip, bend a little hook on it, and boop, in his head. Alright, so where were we? Share, subscribe, like, be awesome, carve something awesome. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Evil Rick. Evil Rick. We need more videos, Evil Rick. Love the barges on the Mississippi. Alright? Stay awesome, guys. Bye. Oh, there will be links and descriptions below to kutzall. Use kutzall, code CARVEROB. Save yourself 5% if you want to.